So room for two.
Yeah.
Oh, baby, I love your madness. It's so incredible.
You're skilled at banging.
Your parents watch this.
You shine like gold, so selfless to all, and wild like an animal. Some would say I'm insane in the writing.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born.
This is how to build a dream. In a world where he is faced with complex medical issues, one man is forced to redefine himself. He has plans to get healthy, plans to live, learn, grow, and love. He created a YouTube channel about doing things he enjoys and are good for his mind, body, and spirit. He dreams of becoming an actor someday, but also a better human being in the process. This YouTube channel is about positivity. He has big plans, but for now, it's all about things that make him happy. This is how to build a dream.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. What are we doing today, Terry?
Well, we're starting by rolling up the windows so they can hear us. We are going on date night. It's Stacy's last day of her vacation.
Date afternoon.
A little after 3. And we are going to go to Pizza Delight. Yes, I'm eating mostly carnivore, but I do treat every now and then.
For special occasions like this.
And this is a special occasion, so we're gonna have pizza at Pizza Delight, maybe even some garlic fingers if we're lucky. And then we're gonna go.
Strike out at bowling.
Oh. Strike out. That took me a second. That's a good thing, right? Because you get a strike, that's a good thing.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Not
so
like baseball.
We're gonna go bowling.
Main Street, Antigonish.
Anyway, love you.
This reminds me of my childhood and Christmas time having like the Cub Scout pizza parties.
And to end date night, little tub action. Ooh, lost some. That's okay. Oh, that's nice. That's a very nice. Oh. This is a nice way to end the night.
Hi. Is there room for two?
Yeah.
It's cold over here.
It's also very dark.
Oh my god, this is so great. Best grading present ever.
Mm-hmm.
18 months till graduation.
That's it, eh? Welcome. What's happening up there? Let's see.
These are the what?
These are the big juicy ones.
From going in that ditch.
If we go one here.
You're skilled at banging.
Thanks. Your parents watch this. Well, the problem is that like this has a fairly steep slope, especially when it's covered in ice, and then it leads you right into the ditch. So I'd like one right here. If this is the bigger one down here. So I think what I'll do.
Can you use a big one and a little one?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Have my concentration face on.
Oh yeah.
Like this used to act as my one on this side, but now it's pushed up there. So there's the hand. Like the garbage can used to be right here. You can actually see where the culvert used to go to. And this is where the garbage bin used to be. So that used to be my marker for this side, which was really handy. Also really nice for the garbage guys, so that they didn't have to walk in as far and have to deal with this. But the town just kind of threw this in, shifted 4 feet over or whatever. So, but this is my handy dandy garbage dumpster.
Ooh.
It's ginormous. I built it last summer. We were looking for, like, they originally had a garbage dumpster here, but it was really small and it was all rotten on the inside, and it got hit a couple of times, and then when I went to move it, it just disintegrated on the bottom half, so it was time for a new one. And then I went to go buy one and they were $400 plus tax, so I didn't want to spend $400 just on something to put garbage in. So we built this. What I'd like to do is get some pavement stones to put underneath it so that it doesn't completely rot out, but it's all treated wood. It's made pretty much 100% pallet wood, and I just squared it off like flat on the top. The garbage guys, I talked to them and they said that they love it. They don't mind it. I thought it was going to be too heavy and too awkward where it's not sloped. I put a handle on, I had some screws laying around, and this part is out of this pieces off our picnic table. This piece, and I think one or two other pieces somewhere, maybe inside, are from our old picnic table that my granddaughter used to have. And these pieces were actually too rotten to use for the picnic table. So they're perfect for a garbage dumpster. It's lasted a year already. No issues. I'll show you inside. It could use a clean out. But yeah, so these are actually from the picnic table too. But they're sturdy enough for a garbage dumpster. But we replaced them for the picnic table because maybe like a piece of it or something was rotten and you couldn't use it for the picnic table. So I figured this was going to be too big and too heavy. I like having a big garbage dumpster, garbage bin, mostly so that I can put lots of stuff in here. So if we have a big garbage day or there's like big boxes for recycling and that kind of thing, you can put it out here. You don't have to worry about animals getting into it, all that kind of stuff. So, and it's been really great, and I didn't spend any money on it really. So I'll try to show you. I'll try to remember to put some pictures or video if I have any of the building process. But it's like it's fairly. I would think it's fairly heavy, but I guess they see some doozies apparently, so they really liked it.
I find it heavy just because it's big.
Yeah.
But it's not terrible.
Yeah. So, and then we just I put, because this part's important and kind of a safety issue, I put a brand new piece of treated 2x4 in, one blocker to bring it out, just because this wasn't quite flush. And then I used leg screws. I bought some leg screws to make sure that it's plenty sturdy and it can handle the big door, especially if it goes flying back in the wind or something. I don't think the wind is going to catch this and lift it up, but you know.
Tikka. Come here. Did you roll and poop? Hey, did you roll and poop? Oh my god, I think you rolled and poop. Did you roll and poop? Oh, okay, let's go tell your dad. You need a bath. Go tell him. Go tell him what you did. Go tell him. Go tell him what you did. Hey, Dad, I have something to tell you. Come on, go tell him. Go tell him. Tikka has something to tell you. Come on. You're a good girl. I know. I'm just teasing.
What do you have to tell me? Huh? What you gotta tell me?
Dad, I smell like shit.
Mate?
I smell like poop because I rolled in it. Challenge accepted. I got them.
Okay, great.
Thanks.
Thank you.
When are we supposed to get snow?
Tonight or tomorrow or something like that? But it's only supposed to be like oh, my muscles are getting sore.
Thank you.
Opening this guy. This needs to be sharpened too.
Steely Dan, I think, is a singer.
So this chainsaw needs to be sharpened really badly, but I'm hoping it'll be enough to limb that log a little bit. Steven Dix, Stacy's brother, taught me a cool lesson, and I think my dad tried to as well, but Steven did a really good job of explaining it to me so that I understood. Sometimes these will flood easily, like they won't start, and then they flood. Somebody's in a hurry. They'll flood from people trying to start them over and over and over again and it not starting. So first of all, he taught me a couple of different things. One is that with the still chainsaws in particular, the way that it's actually set up, I think he said with the flywheel, how it's kind of housed in there. You'll see a lot of people try to start them like this. I've even been guilty of it once or twice. And he said over time that can wear on the flywheel and flywheel housing and the mechanical parts inside. So he said that's why I still will recommend putting it between your legs and starting it this way, because the way that your body mechanics work in conjunction with the chainsaw mechanics, it's a lot better for the pieces inside, apparently. So Steven is a still certified mechanic, I guess is what you call it. He's certified to work on these machines, and he's very skilled with small motor machines. So there's lots of things that I might argue with Steven on, but small motor mechanics is not one of them. So ever since I started like this, which is how Still recommends that you start them anyway, or your foot on the bottom, I guess, which is more of a safety thing, but Steven recommends doing it this way, so that's the way I'm doing it. Now, back to the original problem of it flooding. If you ever find it, he said if you try to start it, he said take 10 pulls. If it doesn't start, like if it doesn't do that blurp or whatever on full choke, so you put it all the way down to full choke, try 10 times, and if it doesn't do the blurp or whatever, then bump it up to the normal one, not half choke, but the normal one, and then put it, basically hold the throttle and start it that way, and it'll go. So we're gonna give it a go. So we're gonna put it all the way down to full choke. Tikka's probably gonna go nuts here, but we're gonna give it a try. Tikka, no, sit, 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 sit. So we just tried it a couple of times with Tikka. She lost her noodles, so we'll give it a couple more goes here. So it's probably flooded now. So what we do is put it up to normal. Works like a charm, so thanks, Steven. So the other thing that Steven told me is that these saws are notoriously bad, apparently, for having the exhaust arrestor, is what he called it, clog up with carbon or whatever. I am going to show you guys what he taught me how to clean it out, more so that I don't forget, in the upcoming years, and I don't have to bother him and all that kind of stuff. So, but if you guys get something from it, that's great. So we're gonna take an 8mm socket. We're gonna take this nut off and this nut off, See if I can get you a better view here. This is an MS250. Looks like there's 4 points of contact that you'd have to loosen off in order to get at the exhaust on the MS362. I'm not sure if the 362 has one or not, but he did show me specifically on this 250. So you pull this guy out. And then, oops, you pull this guy off. So this fell off when I pulled it out, but basically this piece just goes in there to arrest some of the exhaust coming out. And I don't know if you guys can see it or not. It's got some bits of debris in there, but Steven said it wasn't too bad. But apparently this can clog up really easily. So I probably should clean this right now, but I don't have time. I just wanted to put this to camera so that I would remember how to do it down the line. I think it just goes like that. So, and then there's 2 holes that just feed right onto these guys here, these big long bolts. Just like that. And then this guy, I think, just kind of goes like this. And you just put the nuts back on. I forgot to show you how to clean it. So Steven said when you pull this out, if you want to clean it, which I should probably do right now, but like I said, I don't have time today, but what you would do apparently is take a torch, like a small torch is all you need, and torch it, obviously safely as you can. So put it in some vice grips or something, torch it until it's red. And then once this turns red, you can take a wire brush and scrape out any loose debris that's in there. And then let it cool off. Put it back on like so. So basically, I think what this is doing is the exhaust comes out of here, and then it comes through this screen, and this screen stops any thick carbon or debris coming out of the exhaust before it goes out these ports. And that helps to, you know, it's a safety feature so that you're not getting hot carbon blown out onto sawdust and creating fires and whatnot in the forest. Nuts back on, if you can find them. Oops. And like I said, I'll try to show you. You should be able to see the screen in behind those ports. So, I don't know. That's what makes the most sense to me. That's what I remember Steven showing me. So hopefully, if Steven sees this and I did something completely wrong, he'll let me know and I'll try to correct that in the future. It's good for me to learn more about this stuff. And then, you know, when we go to use these again next year or whatever, I can reference these videos and come back and know how to maintain the chainsaws. So hopefully you learned something as well. she gets the final piece.
I don't think I'll fall off.
Nope.
Okay.
Watch your toes. Deacon knows that I'm going to get a haircut. So she's here to protect me. So, here's the before.
Brace for impact.
Ah, it's cold.
Look at how long it is.
Haircut day. We bought this haircutting set, I think from like Canadian Tire a long time ago, for what, 40 bucks? 50 bucks maybe?
I think you had it when I
30.
met you.
I think I got it on sale for like 30 bucks. Yeah, I had it a long time. And you've been cutting my hair, like Stacy has been cutting my hair for 2.5 years straight. And when you think each haircut is like 20 or 30 bucks, and I usually like to get it done every 2 weeks, once a month, something like that. Save a lot of money. Anyway, it's haircut day. And when you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good, you do good. Okay, so we were just talking about the dumpster and how I would like to put some blocks under. So we're gonna throw these under it for now, and then maybe in the springtime we'll do a better job and we'll dig it out and level it all off and raise it up properly. But for now, this will have to do the trick. I'm hoping that this won't raise it up too high, but if I have to, I'll put another pallet down inside it, or even 2 or 3 pallets to raise it up so that the garbage bags aren't that deep.
What happened?
Spit on side. You get there? Okay, go. Okay. So it is pretty high now, but it's still relatively level, and it'll do for this winter. And then next summer I'll try to scrape it out, put some gravel down or something, and level it all off, and then put the blocks down so that it's better. But at least now it's not sitting on the ground, the airflow can happen. What I'm gonna do is I'll put some pallets in there to raise it up so that they don't have to reach down as far, but it doesn't really change it that much.
Hello, dream builders. This week, Terry has given me the privilege to scratch our lucky 7. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, ding, ding. I won $1. So because I got 3 in a row, I get the corresponding prize, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So there are 3 ones there. So we got $1. And like Terry said, this $1 will be reinvested. Come back next week and we'll play again.